Diary of a Wimp Kid by Jeff Kidney. First of all, let me get something straight. This is a journal, not a diary. I know what it says on the cover, but when Mom went out to buy this thing, I definitely told her to get one that didn't say diary on it. Great. Only if someone joked to catch me carrying this book around, I get the wrong idea. Sissy. The other thing is that Mom would clear my up right away is that Mom's idea was not mine. But she thinks that I was going to write down my feelings or whatever, so don't expect me to be a dear diary or a dear diary that. The only reason I agreed to do this at all is because I'm a figure on when I'm rich and famous. I have better things to do than answering people's stupid calls all day long. So this book is going to come in handy. Gregory, can you tell us about your childhood? Were you always so smart and handsome? Here's my journal. Now, shoo. Like I said, I'll be famous. But now on, I'm stuck with these high school with a bunch of mobs. Let me just say for the record, I think high school is the dumbest idea ever invented. You got kids who haven't even hit their growth spurt yet, mixed with these gorillas that need to shave twice a day. Out of my way, runts. And then they wonder why bullying is such a big problem. If it was up to me, grade levels would be based on height, not age. But then, I would guess that it would still be me what it look like to be in the first grade. Today is the first day of school, and right now we're just waiting around for the teacher to hurry up and finish this seating chart. So I figured I might as well write a book to pass the time. By the way, let me give you some good advice on the first day of school. Gotta be real careful on where you sit. You walk into the classroom and you see a plunk of stuff on any old desk. I hope you all like where you're sitting. These seats are permanent seats. Gah! So in the front, I could sit with Chris Holy. See, he in the front and Lionel Messi in the back of me. Jason Brill came out late and almost sat next to right, but luckily I stopped that from happening at the last second. Is that seat taken? Yes. Next period, I just had to sit in the middle of a bunch of hot girls as soon as I stepped in the room. Because I didn't have to do anything, because I didn't have to learn anything from the others. Greg, will you pass the notepad to the Shelley? Why, certainly. Hehe. Greg is a dog. Man, I don't know what is up with these girls these days. It used to be a whole lot simpler back in primary school. Well, the deal was if you were the fastest runner in class, you got all the girls. And in 5th grade, the fastest runner was Ronnie McCoy. Nowadays, it's more non-calculated on the closure, how rich you are, and how cute to what you or whatever. And the kids are like morning cars, getting their heads wondering what the heck happened. The most popular girl in my grade is Bryce Anderson. The thing is, he really sticks, and I have always been into girls, but kids like Bryce only come out the last couple of years. I remember how Bryce used to act back in primary school. Girls are stinky poos. Yeah, I don't think girls are stinky poos. But of course, now I don't get credit for sticking with the girls all the time. Like I said, Bryce is the most popular kid in our grade. That leaves the rest of us scrambling for other spots. The best I can figure is that I'm somewhere around 52 to 53 more popular this year. But the good news is I'm about to move one start because Charlie Davis is around me and is getting his braces next week. I tried to complain about the popularity stuff to my friend Riley, who's probably hovering around the 150 mark, by the way, but I think he just goes one year and out it with him. Today we had physics ED, so the first thing I did when I got outside was sneak to the basketball court and see if cheese was still there, and sure enough, it was. That piece of cheese had been sitting there as fat since last spring. I guess it must have dropped out of someone's sandwich or something. After a couple of cheese, the cheese started getting all moldy and nasty. No one would play basketball on that court when that cheese was even there. When that court had a hoop on the net, then one day the kid named 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓷𝓮𒂂 touched the cheese with his finger. That's this thing called the cheese touch. It's basically like the cooties where you get the cheese touch, you stuck it onto your basket to someone else. The only way to protect yourself is when cheese touch is to cross your finger. But it's not that easily remembering to keep your fingers crossed every moment of the day. I ended up tapping mine together so they stay crossed all the time. Well, I got a D in handwriting, but it was totally worth it. This fun kid named Abe Hall got the cheese touch in April. No one would come near him for the rest of the year. This summer, Abe moved away to California and took the cheese touch with him. I hope someone doesn't start the cheese touch again, because I don't need that kind of stress in my life anymore. I'm having a seriously hard time getting used to the fact that summer's over and I have to get out of bed every morning to go to school. My summer didn't exactly go off to a great start thanks to my older brother's role. A couple of days ago in the summer holidays, Roderick rode up me in the middle of the night. He told me I slept through the whole summer, but luckily I just woke up in time for this first day. You might be thinking, I was pretty dumb for falling for that one, but Roderick was dressed up in his school clothes and set my alarm clock ahead to make it look like it was the morning. Plus, I closed my curtain so I couldn't see the dark. After Roderick rode me up, I got dressed and ran downstairs to make some breakfast like I do every morning on a school day. But I guess I must have made a big racket because the next thing I knew, Dad was coming downstairs and yelling at me for eating 𝓬𝓲𝓷𝓷𝓮𒂂 at the 3 in the morning. It took me a minute what the heck was going on. After I did, Dad told me that Roderick was playing a trick on me and he was the one that shouldn't be yelled at. Dad walked to the basement to chew Roderick out. I tagged along to see what Roderick was coming to him. But Roderick covered up his tracks pretty good. And to this day, I'm sure Dad thinks I got a screw loose or something. Today at school, we got assigned to our reading groups. They don't come right out if you tell me to. But if you're in the gifted group or the easy group, but you can figure out the right by looking at the covers of the book they hand out. I was pretty disappointed to find out that I put in the gifted group just mean that I put a lot of extra work, but when the screening at the end last year, I did my best to make sure I put the easy group this year. Fried pickled up the baby view. Thanks, the book. Mom is a real type with our principal, so I bet she accepted and made sure I got the gifted group again. Mom is always saying I'm a smart kid, but I just don't apply myself. But if there's one thing I learned from Roderick is to set people's expectations really low so you can end up surprising by practically doing nothing at all. Roderick, I want your dirty underwear off the kitchen table before I get home from work. Grunt. Later. Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of glad that my plan work into the easy group didn't work. I saw a couple of the 𝓬𝓲𝓷𝓷𝓮𒂂 books holding their books upside down, and I didn't think they were joking. The first week of school is finally over, so today I slept in. Most kids wake up early on Saturday to watch cartoons or whatever, but not me. The only reason why I get out of bed all weekend is because I can't stand the taste of my bread anymore. Unfortunately, Dad wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and no matter what today on the week, and he is not real considerate on the fact that I'm trying to enjoy my Saturday as a normal person. I didn't think I had to do anything, so I just headed up to Rowley's house. Rowley is technically my best friend, but that's definitely subject to change. I've been avoiding Rowley since the first day of school. when he did something that really annoyed. We were getting our stuff from the lockers one day, and Rolly came up and said, "Want to come to my house and play?" I have told Rolly at least a billion times that now you're in high school, you're not supposed to say hang out to not play here. But no matter how much the noogies I give him, he always forgets the next time. I've been trying to be a lot careful about my image since I got to high school. Well, but having Rolly is definitely not helping. I met Rolly a few years ago when he moved into my neighborhood. His mom bought this book on how to make friends in a new place, and he came to my house trying to give me gimmicks. Knock knock. Huh? Thermos. Excuse me? Thermos is supposed to be some way to tickle your funny bone. Say what? I guess I felt kind of sorry for Rolly and decided to take him under my wing. It's been great having him around, mostly because I get to use all the tricks that Rolly pulls on me. Did you really know that your hand is bigger on your face means it's a low intelligence? Ha, gotcha! But do I have to have low intention? Let me check again.